that slipped in that last half, but they seriously could have won with some of those upper takes on that T side. Evil Genius is very fortunate to have it come to a third map. And it's just great to see both teams almost even strength being a map up and bringing this to train in the first place, though. There's definitely more fight in both these teams. And I think Ethan in particular needs to show us what he's got if they want to win. He's had back-to-back rough starts.
I'm ready to see it. There's a headshot through the smoke. Is that enough for you? Maybe he's going to fight a little bit more. Floppy, he's the one who's able to answer for Cloud9. Getting the kill at the back of the bomb site and immediately taking to the high road. He's going to be hiding in office. Double smoke, double flashbang for Evil Geniuses to try and make this retake happen. They do not have a kit, so time is of the essence. Right now, they're encroaching closer with one player already past Ivy and two on Old Bomb. Breeze is doing a really good job of just waiting here at the top of the ladder. He needs his teammates to get something done. Floppy's trying to dodge shots up here. Still very much alive with a fresh magazine in. Ethan, oh, he just tries to stick the bomb. It stinks of desperation, but it's success for Cloud9 here, taking their T-sided pistol.
Man, they did a great job of drawing attention away from the primary targets. Floppy would have been a great guy to take out first. From the bottom of the ladder shooting up, there's a player in back six trying to deal with hell. He couldn't get that kill, and Floppy took him out, and then a second one refreshed it, and he couldn't get that shot in. And so it was just a series of complications for EG that just ultimately amounted to them losing. Overall, they got the bomb down nice and fast. They did a good job, and now it looks like they pour out into the outer site versus the force up from Evil Geniuses, closing in on these scouts.
Getting real close. A couple of shots do connect. Floppy and Sonic hanging on for dear life, and Stanislaw, the single-handed difference maker in Nuke. Unarguably the MVP of Map 2. Unarguably the reason Evil Geniuses are still in this series. What's he going to be able to show us here on Train? I'm excited to find out.
Stanislaw is what you could say. He was the bottom of the match. He was the bottom of the match. Last match. A laugh or a scoff. I'm not even sure.
A little bit of both.
A chance here. JT, yeah, he just more wants to live. 4 up is a huge win for Cloud9 on top of actually taking the round. Minimal damage. The 4 Galils won't need to be upgraded.
Whoa.
Bit of a bank here for Cloud9 already. And it was a strong start on both maps for EG, not Cloud9. Cloud9 starting off this T side strong. Strong.
Very nice. I don't know if you noticed that. I was going to laugh at Stan if he died there. He had 3 HP, bomb exploded. He went down to 2 HP.
2 HP, wow. That's how smart
Playing dangerous games. Very well calculated. Keeps that Deagle armor. The entirety of what Evil Geniuses have to work with this round hinges on Stanislaw surviving the last. So they decide to throw 3 bodies into Ivy, 2 of which come back, 1 of which continues on. Mata back over towards the Ivy, just cutting down the USPs alongside JT, so they are both making moolah. That Deagle comes up empty-handed. Cirque and Tarek trying to time what will be a final pinch attempt on flank, but Sonic gets into the mix before they're ready for it. And that means 5 survivors for the time being.
Just a quick eco breakdown of this round is basically they divide the A side into a triangle, use every train side, or every train on the right side where they come out of T-Con as map control that they're going to aggress upon, and then throw the smokes around the perimeter of the site, and then throw Molotovs onto the bomb train and try to funnel everybody into the back of the bomb train. And from there, go top trains, you get line of sight on the players behind the train, but the fights they take are all the ones up close and all around the trains. Because a very common strat has been used for a long time, and it just works really well on anti-ecos.
My goodness. Could there have been more flashbangs thrown at that A bomb site? It completely draws the attention of Evil Geniuses, who are maybe under the assumption that their grenades held back what was a commitment, but Cloud9 wasted no time getting over here to the B site. OC's Galil actually can't catch Stan. He is on little HP, and Cirque, well, that off-on rotation does get the first kill of the round. So a 5 versus 4 for Evil Geniuses, but they've got a lot of map control to take back for this retake to actually happen. Cirque doesn't seem to see JT through the tip of the flames there. He's still very close with the MAC-10. Terrorists fall silent. CT's making a little bit of noise, in with 3 frags. It was hard to call who was going to come out on top, but it looks like Cloud9 have bested the defense. Tarek back in, but the time is so far gone. This one is over. Cloud9, I think great timing on the Molotov outside of Z, and those couple of flashes to just get the slight edge when they decide to go for the peaks. Like, just a second sooner, the counter-terrorists could have taken the initiatives, and it would have been on their terms, but I think it gets flipped upside down because of those pieces of utility.
When we're looking only at the mini-map, we see an exec and then moments of silence and then suddenly an inner hit. And for EG, you think, well, if they see these smokes come out but they don't see any people, why aren't they rotating? It's because the smokes are designed to block the information so that they can't be sure about anything around Sandwich or anybody crossing E-Box. And a lot of these same smokes are being used right now. This is but the anti-eco that we've seen in the past that's worked out so well. Smoked it back 6, Modem leading the charge. And this, oh, they actually didn't smoke back 6. Wow, Ivy was left kind of wide open, but they still don't find a trade, and Cirque's now left alone. The AK is saved for him by Tarek. A nice gift, but they give him no chance to take shots, fall back, and control the round. Instead, Cloud9, they move quickly to outside.
Okay,
but yeah, like, it's impossible. It's really hard for evil geniuses when they see that much utility coming outside and the specific smokes that are used to make a educated guess as to like whether or not it's actually a fake. So it does hold the Z connector rotator for a long enough time that we saw that the Galil who ran out upper B, he didn't even hold Z. He wasn't even worried about that. That strat is designed to hold that guy out so they can focus down the one player on the site. And he didn't get off or anything. So he was in a good spot to deal with that.
Yeah, now contrast what we saw in that round when we had all those flashbangs flying over A, but nobody actually being there, with what we just saw this time. Something, again, that starts off with tons of flashes at the A site, but follows through with T's running through their own smokes into the depths of that A bomb site. I don't know, but I'm scared of Cloud9 right now because they're running really fast executes, very elaborate and thorough executes, and yeah, let that stat sink in.
Holy smokes. What?
Because every flashbang that blinds multiple people counts for multiple flashes. So if I throw 1 flash and get 3 people, and we throw 3 flashes that blind 3 people, that's 9 flashes in 3 flashes.
It's a little over 2 people getting flashed every single round. Or sorry, two people per flash, I should say. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
So, you know, what I'm seeing on this A bomb site is like, not only can they just throw out a fake fast flash and hit the B bomb site within mere seconds, but they can also do the same thing and do this, commit to A. Floppy's gonna go above the trains, trying to get past this double op setup. Evil Geniuses with a 5 versus 4 Modem. Wow, fast adjustment there, and the follow-up headshot versus Tarek, taking back the kill advantage. Evil Genius is going to have to rely on Breeze here. Low health back sight. Stan, he's cautious of some sort of a B hit, but there's nobody over there. Double Molotov confirms that the majority of Cloud9's members are still at A, but sent back down the way he came is Breeze. The latter, his demise, Stanislaw has to hide and just try and save this off.
Modem has been one hell of an entry fragger on this outside site, whether it's leading on the anti-ecos or on the full rifles as well. In fact, that round looked like it was almost lost until Modem got that 2K. The one on E-Box, the one within Sandwich, the one within Sandwich, I believe. Those are the 2 that really iced out Evil Geniuses, and it was a close round up until that point. So kind of another outside execute because it's been working, but here's a situation where this third kind of take on the style of execute does fall a bit short, and it's mostly about the insane ability to entry without being traded that allows Cloud9 to take the win.
I'm nervous for Evil Geniuses, I'm not gonna lie. The T side on Dust 2 nearly went unanswered. The T side on Nuke was only held back by top tier gameplay from Stanislaw, and now this T side on Train shows no signs of slowing down. Something's going to have to change quick for EG, or else the next thing we know, Cloud9 are going to be at double digits on the T side of Train. An ungodly position to be in. We get tons of utility already starting to throw over on this A bomb site. Floppy trying to lead the charge here. His smoke just got gobbled up by the Molotov. Doesn't actually pop. Kills being exchanged back and forth, one apiece. Ethan just trying to get away from all of these Molotovs spread across the entirety of the A site. Floppy with another crucial kill, now throws a bottle up into the top of Office. Cirque burnt to a crisp, and Floppy's gonna try to drop Ethan, which he does. Stanislaw, again, just like last round, left alone with no teammates and no real chance at a win. That is 7 straight rounds.
What more can you say about that? And they're doing like a lot of the stuff they like, and it's crazy how they have such minimal losses on these executes as well. So yeah, pretty just a nuclear A-take that they've got going on. 7-0 as pointed out. And what is on the docket this time around? Full flashes outside to scare the daylights out of evil geniuses. They spread out into their normal setup. Modem's out to Olaf. Kill, though, in response from Tarek. What are Cloud9 trying to achieve?
So they're trying to take that B bomb site. Bomb's coming. And there we have it. Floppy, good for the trade frag. Deagles, a valiant effort, but way too much to handle yet again. I mean, at this point, if Cloud9 are shredding through your double op setups, your full belts of utility, why would a few measly pistols ever be enough? JT and Floppy with 2 kills apiece. Modem gets the 1 over towards the ladder as well, just definitely locking down the flank to ensure nobody comes from behind. So let's keep it going. Cloud9, 8-0. How far can they take this?
Hey man, if it's going to be this, I'd rather it just be like a complete stop and just be like what, and then try to go from there. If Evil Genius want to earn some respect in this half, they've got to start now. Cloud9 already going to take the numerical lead no matter what happens, and they again don't look like they're slowing down whatsoever. Modem does get popped through the smoke, and OC, his friend behind him, collateral damage in this affair. Cirque also stands his ground. That's an off shot down, and everybody's dying behind smokes.
Yeah, clean sweep, so it seems. The solution? Just shoot him.
Shoot through the pollution.
Ooh, Sonic does get the 1. Tarek caught between the trains, and there it is. It's done. Evil geniuses. They've broken the curse, at least for a moment. They can catch their breath, maybe. I'm not quite sure what type of pace Cloud9 are going to respond with. Up until this point, it has just been sheer aggression. Cut down through the smokes maybe has to force them to rethink things somewhat. We'll see.
What's big is they they've got the max loss bonus now, but they also keep everyone alive. So this allows them to just have a little bit more bank for this next round potentially if things go awry. We know they can because Cloud9 seem to be able to win rounds even when they shouldn't here on some of these outside execs. Just coming up with really unfavorable situations, or turning really unfavorable situations into these miraculous 2-piece frags that bring it back in their favor. Breeze not shy at Ivy. You got to appreciate this. If he did call this out and peek down, they'd have a ton of information, but he's not going to go that far. They've already rotated 1 inner. Stanislaw's promptly incendiary to work with. Tarek's also throwing nades upstairs, but it is this full B take that we're about to see.
Yeah, they dropped the Molotov at the bottom of Pop Dog just so nobody can flank. And they're going to start throwing all of the utility they can onto the site itself. Stan's going to be losing health. There is still Tarek within this bomb site, but down he goes. Nice splash assist coming out of OC. The utility has been crucial, but Floppy stops for no man. Just tearing through the back line of this B bomb site, taking everybody with him. Modem close on smoke to eliminate Ethan. 9-1 for Cloud9. That single round that they were able to hold off on the A site seems to be an anomaly for now. Will they even get a second?
Floppy's had one of the most impressive 1v4s that I've ever seen, just period, in CSGO history on this map versus Astralis. It was a great shots combined with great movement, ladder movement, and a very unfavorable situation over on the B site. He's definitely very good at this map. It's showing right here in his scoreline. Another fantastic entry from Modem as well.
Close smoke, Cirque eats the flash, and that's just enough for Modem to get himself another. Oh my god, the whip around. He just throws his crosshair onto the top of the Ivy train, and Stan is yet again scratching his head trying to find a solution. He has been the last man standing as the A site falls beneath the feet of Cloud9 all too often. This is a 10-1 T-side lead on Train. This is what nightmares are made of.
Yeah, it's not a close one either. It's not one where evil geniuses are just like, in general, like dealing with the problem. It's in fact the problem growing, getting worse, and it's a repetitive problem. And they're just getting farther from the wins. And shout out to Modem for these entries, man. He has been incredible outside. Incredible.
For a second, I was trying to figure out why he would throw that frag, and then I remembered it's to buy another flash. That they can do this. Push right past the front line of the A site. Trying to line him up. Floppy's going to have to reload. That's going to cost him. But even then, Tarek is so incredibly blind. Gun goes dry. Sonic in with another. OC keeping him at it. The pace of these rounds is ridiculous. Can we just stop? Can we just take a break?
I'm fine. Dude, let's keep going. Let's keep it fast. Dude, right. It's exciting. I know you're ready. I know you can handle it. No, you've wanted to cast MOBAs for a long time because you want these fast-paced, drawn-out fights, and that just keep going. So let's just keep the momentum high right now. Why wouldn't you if you're Cloud9?
It's almost hard to walk. I want to look away. But I just can't. You know, it's like a car crash. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's so odd to me, and actually it took a second for my brain to recognize that evil geniuses have an advantage. They've managed to stop this on the front of both Ladder and T-Con. They get 2 initial kills. Can Cloud9, on top of being up 10 rounds, also come in with a 3v5 upset?
I think at this point, it's bad. It's not as bad to lose in the exact same fashion in the last execute as it is to try something new and then lose. So I feel like they can do no wrong. They've already got 11 rounds. Why not try it? Oh my God, things are still not necessarily being covered. Danger here, but eventually Evil Geniuses pick it up. Yeah, they keep trading out favorably into the win. 2 rounds for Evil Geniuses, and man, what a steep slope they are at the bottom of. They've got to climb up, and they don't have a ski lift. Imagine trying to do that.
Sounds awful.
Skiing backwards up a hill.
I think there's probably easier ways than that. But
they don't know how to take the skis off and walk back up the hill.
Okay. No ski poles either. I see.
Yes. They're without ski poles.
Sounds horrendous. Sounds cold. The weather's finally starting to get nice around here. Let's not draw ourselves back into the winter wonderland of Canada. Deep Molly. Rough timing. Ooh, still great damage nonetheless. Cirque's gonna come out and try to hold this back. It was Stanislaw overwhelmed by the peak. That nasty timing. 2 immediate kills as well for Cloud9. It was looking even, but only for a moment, of course. And then it's done. OC and Floppy following up with another couple of kills. This is a masterclass performance.
Nobody expected this. I mean, this is now showing the what a flick. Oh my goodness. OC's been so good. And that round where, it's like an anti-eco, but it comes down to the 2v1, OC hits his flick. I love this idea of him sitting in the initial choke point with the op, with everybody pouring out on all sides, and then him making sure his teammates can gain space, picking him off, garnering him all of these opportunities, and him just landing every shot, basically.
The confidence is just boiling over the brim. Breeze comes in, 2 kills and another couple across EG, so they find 3. But against the 12-round count of Cloud9, you can't help but feel like this one is over. There's only one way to come back. You could be getting ready for the biggest comeback ever. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll see you after the break.
me like you mean it. You're my dirty little secret. 'Cause I'm feeling high, running wild. Do you wanna spend the night? You know you're gonna like it. 'Cause I'm looking at you, gonna get you in your birthday suit. Get you gone run me through. Gonna walk so dangerous, wanna jump into the rush. So sexual, we're beautiful. Gonna be forever young, playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are beautiful. Are you looking at me? Pretty shoes on my feet. Are we gonna get flexy? Gonna walk so dangerous. Wanna jump into the rush. So sexual. We're beautiful. Gonna be forever young. Playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. Gonna walk so dangerous. Wanna jump into the rush. So sexual. We're beautiful. Gonna be forever young. Playing dirty in the sun. We are beautiful. We are
I'm still not quite sure what I just witnessed, but I liked it. Cloud9, incredible pace set in that 12-round T-side that had Evil Geniuses scratching their head. And unlike Nuke, where Stanislaw could at least save his team, poor guy couldn't find footing across those first 15. But we're back into it for the second pistol. Tarek's going to get charged down on Ivy, and here we go. A great start for Evil Geniuses. This game's not over yet.
Yeah, not at all. Can't write off either team. Definitely see they're both capable of the comebacks. And this is a great start from EG. 2 up means, yeah, basically no hope in hell. I mean, it would take more than heroics for Floppy to dig him out of this one. Even scouring out for information, I think there's just a fake towards outside, a single smoke, a very lonely smoke, but a situation where you don't even want to waste utility, right? Yeah. They pull the rotate. OC has no choice but to respond, and it looks like they actually were running it back outside for a second. In fact, are they?
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
I guess they are.
They brought it back over, and not important because Turkey, well, he's just going to go ahead, take the heads-up duel, get the kill, get the pistol in the back pocket for Evil Geniuses. But it is just the pistol. We also saw EG win the first pistol of the second half on Nuke, only to lose the follow-up round. So be cautious of this force buy here from Cloud9. You know their confidence has to be boiling over at this point. The triple scout, single FAMAS, Deagle 5-piece, a classic.
Yeah, and double up on Ivy, some damage dealt. They're going to have 2 people peeking. Of course, the buy-up from Cloud9. Smoke's not exactly on the mark, but it might be for a purpose. Oh, another tag on Ethan, but Breeze is picking up the pieces, and here is where we see the importance of taking top trains from T-Con over top of your own smokes, maintaining distances, and it's really only the scouts that are scary at that point. But, you know, you can't play the game and not expect play the game with just the fear of getting a scout headshot. You've got to take some risks, and those are definitely the safer ones. So a really good anti-eco that involves a lot of Ivy control. The setup, I think, was a good response with the double Ivy play. But, you know, still, you expect the team with the better guns to win ultimately, even though Cloud9 do bring that ferocity when they only have weak pistols to work with.
I think you hit it on the head when you said that, you know, you have to move forward. You can't just play afraid of a scout headshot. And one of the best ways to get through that sort of a setup is the tempered aggression that we saw from Evil Geniuses. You know, Cloud9, they're only going to work a triple scout setup if you give them those kinds of shoulder peaked aim duels. You know, they're hoping that you play them as if it's a pistol versus rifle advantage. Getting up in their faces, spraying them down, moving quickly, and like you said, taking to the top of the train yard to get that line of sight into Z really helped out. So nicely done by Breeze. Still a 7-round disadvantage to the favor of Cloud9, of course. And this round should be even easier than the last. There is not 3 scouts, but only 1. And of course, that FAMAS still within the mix.
Well, they actually put a lot of effort here into with 3 people trying to get that nade damage in. We know Stanislaw likes his triple nades. And a dual 1 inside, that's very nice. That opens up the map a little bit here for Evil Geniuses, 5-4. You know, taking this round very seriously, despite the fact that it's easier than last, just because, you know, anything could be tragic for Evil Geniuses. A lot of good map control here being taken by Cloud9 versus the outside split, but Sonic's not going to be that useful when they start to come out of Ivy. So the triple inner setup doesn't work out too well, and I think Sonic is only making his teammates feel more comfortable with their idea to stack, since he hasn't seen anything here.
Bomb will be planted on this A site. But so be it. Tarek.
Oh, wow.
He gets him off of the flash assist from Ethan.
Well, that was nice.
That.
I mean, they actually, you know, they made sure that that's the one choke point they left unattended. They said, okay, we'll clear that out properly since we haven't seen anyone outside. Why would they be stacking without any information? And they were correct. Cloud9 did look for a lot of information, but not in that. And part of it was Sonic in that position in T-Con. So they've got half the rounds of Cloud9, but they have had a very good start. We have a lot to learn about their T side. We know they played train.
That's the thing that kind of shocked me so much about the first half is that we know EG are no slouches here on train. But that defense just couldn't quite handle the sheer tenacity of Cloud9.
Yeah, this was really the one map that opened up the veto for them last year, where since they could play it versus Astralis, didn't have to be banned. It's one more map that they could play. Liquid, on the other hand, you know, did not play Nuke whatsoever. Still don't. So yeah, a boon for them. But Cloud9 clearly are a different level of threat on this map.
At least they were in the first half. They've come up empty-handed at the start of CT side. But, of course, this being their first real buy. The FAMAS and Scout were still moved forward, and that actually means 2-scope guns, because OC prioritizes the op.
Oh,
and then
boy.
we get M4 sprinkled in. Floppy inside of the smoke. Cheeky. Does get Ethan, but Cirque's there to trade it immediately. That's going to draw a little bit of a rotate from Cloud9, trying to throw JT to the front line. And they've got to be cautious because leaving Ivy could spell disaster. Evil Genius is really playing a different tempo than that of Cloud9. They are still all across the map, and they're leaving options open.
Yeah, very good point. It'll be hard to get a read on this setup. Smoke lands. Modem doesn't seem worried about it whatsoever. In fact, can kind of watch both sides. That helps out a little bit. Oh, wow, that's a great flash to the top of Ivy. They take out that threat, and now they can actually still continue on with that inner split. But look at the rotates. They already know.
Yep. They've got the 2 CTs trapped inside of Z, Sonic, and OC, both with a kill apiece. Now that bomb drops over on the B site, and it is the 2v2. And Evil Geniuses still have Tarek on A. If Breeze can grab their attention long enough, then maybe Tarek comes in on this, but no, he's not even going to flank. He's going to go for the post plant, and I think that's smart. Just sprint over as quick as can be. He knows the CTs are somewhere back here, and he's able to answer. Tarek down to 51 health. Sonic 58. Bomb gone to the halfway point as well. Sonic's just going to try to stick it, and Tarek deletes him. So that's a 7th for Evil Geniuses, now within 5 of Cloud9. But that's a round that looked like Evil Geniuses from the get-go. We still went into the 2 versus 2, surprisingly enough.
That's true, and that was with a scout and an op for sure. Yeah, nice Molotov afterwards for OC to flush out that last kill, or the second last kill. But Tarek is, of course, the MVP of the round. He flashes up Ivy to allow Stanislaw to get a kill on a full flash player. Then he maintains his presence outside, so they're still watching their flank. And time ticks so low that he can call out that 1v1, and in fact gets the last 2 kills of the round on top of that with a good rotation. So he kind of did it all in that round, positionally, information-wise, and also fragging wise. So now he's up to 17 kills and played a key role. And now they move into this round where Cloud9 look like they can buy to even up their money, but not buy down to 0 and have a full buy. They're going to have a couple of scouts, a couple of sets of half armor, some utility to work with. And I'm curious what Evil Geniuses decide to do on this round. Will it be a fast outside play, or are they going to try to pay some love to Ivy as well?
Yeah, I'm curious if the straight up aggression, the type of tempo we saw from Cloud9, whether that's kind of been ripped out of EG's playbook because they're playing on such a small margin of error. You know, I'm sure they're more than happy to occasionally throw something a little faster, but you cannot be ready for that. OC with a cracking headshot, one of 2 scouts in the round.
He's got all the. It's like one of those kills. You have to check the kill feed to make sure you were like, that guy died.
That is what
right?
I just saw, right?
Yeah.
Dodging the grenade, minimal damage. Molotov's gonna fluster 2 of them, so Modem's just on his own here towards Ivy. Stands low, so you wouldn't think he wants to be too much of a pressure point, but what's that?
Oh, wow. Modem hurt him. Oh, this is a really big deal for Cloud9, actually. They can focus forward. They have Ivy control. Dangerous spots.
Yep. Good thing Tarek gets the first kill on this commitment, and Ethan follows suit. That's 2 for Tarek. Floppy's flank, though, coming in from ladder. Caught out. So both Tarek and Ethan with a couple kills apiece. Modem was mollied off. By the time he arrives to the bomb site, he's outnumbered 1-4. This is EG with an 8th. And this T side slowly but surely racking up the rounds.
Yeah, we get to the point where it doesn't matter what happened in the first half, where it's close enough now. You can entertain the thought of a comeback seems very viable at this point. This, of course, is just another decent attempt, though, on an eco. So ultimately, we'll have basically what's the second rifle round of the game right here and now, and we'll see if they can put together something special. Sonic and OC both open. OC, first man to take a frag. Tarek gets taken out. He had a spawn to go for that pick. OC was blind, but OC was not afraid.
And that's what I was waiting for, whether or not we'd get some kind of tempered aggression. Whoa, Ethan. Dangerous game. Tries to line up the nade, and he does do a bit more chip damage versus the very same player he almost got. But Modem, whether or not he's on 46 health, still stands. 4 members of Cloud9 early on this A site, and they're just locking it down because this is a good advantage to be hanging on to. The best advantage they've had on a CT-sided round.
Lurk out here from Mr. Surkey. He's got a buddy behind him. Once he's spotted, bomb will be as well. After waiting that out, I'll take his first peek. Kind of.
Ooh, he gets shot by Sonic, who follows up with a second bullet, then even tags Breeze. These AWPs, please, give us a chance. Give EG something to work with, because that was an utter shutdown once they had the double man advantage.
It was really quite beautiful to have all of those kills go towards ops, which, you're putting the most amount of money into. They come in at the beginning portion of the round.
Pimp's Corner coming at you hot.
Yeah, boys, it is not looking good for Evil Geniuses. That being said, though, they have found a little bit of success so far. This push, as you see coming out from Ivy right here, explosive plays, Stanislav being fleshed out, taking down Modem. That forces JT to make a move, go aggressive towards Breeze right here. And if they can do more of that aggressive playstyle, that's going to be great.
I was able to visualize, because it was described so well, exactly what happened that round. And we obviously got to watch it live as well. Thank you so much, Pimp,
Thanks, man.
for that hot and quick analysis. Just like Pimp, hot and quick.
Every day of the week. 12 days straight this group stage. The first day of the second half, of course. Our opening matchup here between Cloud9 and Evil Geniuses for the NA coverage. But, whoa, let's go. Already starting to charge outside of T-Con. Sonic and JT, though, trying to hold this line, trying to keep Ethan back. and he's just going to charge forward here. He's got the smoke over towards Ivy to cut off two, so his kill versus JT could be crucial, but JT jumps up, getting one before being cut down by Tarek. Now, they've spotted those numbers at the depths of Ivy. What can they do about it, though? Sonic, he doubles back, tries to get line of sight towards E-Box. That smoke is crucial to get Cirque out of trouble. Tarek's committed behind the green train. A couple of players about to walk into his crosshair, so if they can time this properly, I think Cloud9 may be all right. Deep smoke first and foremost. Tarek ready for the bomb, and there it is. Quick first headshot. Cirque in with the AWP. He puts down the molly and seals the deal. Tarek getting it done. Self-immolates in celebration. 4 rounds the lead.
Try one more time here with the stats helix. Evil Geniuses, they're far behind, but they need to be more explosive. Stanislaw being smoked out and flashed out right here. Explosive play within 50 seconds of the round. That forces JT to make a move going in towards Breeze as the potent split towards inner is potent. 40 seconds after the round, this aggressive playstyle from Evil Geniuses, that's what they need to do if they want to turn around this game.
Thank you so much, Pimp. And to tack onto that, hot, quick, and potent is Mr. Pimp. 4 rounds the difference here for EG, and a fantastic post-plant situation. Really well played by Tarek up until the moment where he
all
ran
part of
volley.
the plan.
All part of the plan. Maybe it's all part of the Grandmaster plan. I don't know. Economy still matters quite a lot, so that might actually come into play. It might matter, but at least they've got a free eco round here to build back up for what they just lost.
You know, I know it might be a stretch to find the benefits of lighting yourself on fire, but it does send a message.
It does send a message, yeah. We do know that. Monks know that.
Floppy.
That is an axiom of monks.
Get the dig out. Up close, he gets the first one, and he's
Dude.
gonna combine with Modem for a second. They are working with minimal tools. And a chance, because Cirque gets caught out up on cycle. JT, the D, it's all working. Stanislaw, he's going to take damage. Breeze back in trying to do it all, but he too is dropped to 29 health. Both of these EG players left sub 30 HP. The same can be said for Cloud9. This one's going to come down to the damn wire. Modem jumps up, clears Stanislaw off of the bomb site. Breeze having to clutch. He needs 4 kills in the round. He's playing the same position as Tarek in the last, and he almost lines them up. The tap through smoke. What do you know? Evil Geniuses survive.
Doesn't take another point of damage. Breeze, goddamn, out ladder, 2 kills when they need it the most. Even before he came out of the ladder, I think Stanislaw got tagged down with a scout. Left to his own devices, man. Had to make magic happen. Of course he can. Of course he will. Another great post plant. Drags him back into it.
That's one of those rounds, Cloud9 remind you that at any moment, they're looking to secure a 14th.
Holy smokes. Sonic just jumped through. That could have been into a full execute. But now they have info, and Floppy gets a kill. Back to the double ops. I like the adjustment. I mean, they had that super clean rounds, and a round that came very close with a slight loss. But I think it's the right idea. In the straight-up defaults that Evil Geniuses want to play, I think Cloud9 have found ways to pick them apart on multiple parts of the map.
Floppy gets a bit lucky this round. He limp arms his smoke as he falls back. It was meant to be blocking off ramp. Imagine a world where Evil Geniuses decide to sprint down ramp trying to trade him out. And that wasn't covered off. Breeze, not going to be able to cover with the flash. Luckily for the T's, they get past Floppy first and foremost. JT with the 1 kill. Floppy still back here with Sonic by his side. The double ops looking to ride them into the 14th round. Now, Floppy missing another, but Sonic picking up the pieces, and Stanislaw trying to pick up the clutch. He has 3 snipers against him.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, 3 versus 1, but it is Stanislaw. Big 30 from last game. Oh, Molotov. Oh! Does it land
goes down,
properly?
Bottom's gonna
Yeah, they
stick it.
still got enough time. Yeah. Wow, give him a graffiti. Give him a graffiti for that one.
Man, everybody's burning to a crisp. It's coming down to the wire. Snipers all across the map. Even when Floppy's missing shots, Sonic's picking up the pieces, and that was huge. Look, him inside of the flames for Cirque on ramp. Gets the one through the legs. That's bonus points.
My favorite part is how neither of them are even OC. I don't know. He gets it this time. Floppy, I think, took it off of the spawn. Or no, they're just going to maintain the 3 ops. Why not? Everybody get a kill.
OC could have struck fear in their hearts had he grabbed him with the wall bang, but not meant to be. Ethan works down to the bottom of Pop Dog, and this is a silent walkout from Evil Geniuses. Smoke starting to fade, and they get real close. Sonic, he's getting sprayed through the edge of the smoke. That actually allows him to go for the kill, and he gets it? Unbelievable. Evil Geniuses, they're going to keep trying to sprint into the A site. They're looking to follow through on their first fumble. JT out from Z, playing close smoke. And there that bomb is just on the other side of this. They're anticipating a jump up, but it just doesn't happen. Ethan close versus JT to get a kill, but Floppy catches his chest. And it's a one-man advantage here in the retake, but all three CTs have snipers still. Sonic inside of the smoke. Easy flick shot for Stanislaus, trying to get that 10th on the board. Floppy, he's over towards E-Box side. They could just go ahead and cover up the bomb, but Cirque, he's confirmed the last two CTs, both here trying desperately to rob away the round. The tap gets the peak, but they find nothing more for it. Evil Geniuses punishing the snipers in the retake.
Yeah, and Cirque only has the 8K to deal with, gets 3 kills on that outside split. Really, really well done by him. Man, the lurk out looked like it was going to fall flat on its face. The retake's not so strong for Cloud9, but of course, you're going to retake with 3 ops. It's never going to be a great time. So they had to really be preventative in that situation. Stop any situation where a plant can go down, and EG with the contact play is just the right amount of brilliance. Not overthinking it too hard.
Softening up that one UMP. And then poor Modem, well, he tries to run forward, but that just puts him into the line of sight of Ethan. They're losing the players off of the bomb site too. Floppy coming in will do nothing on this flank. Evil Geniuses, they have been keeping this series close. And I kind of can't believe it. I was thinking this was a write-off, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Cloud9 struggling to erect a defense.
They need to just basically figure out their retakes and post-plant situations. Like their post-plants on Nuke, the retakes on this map are basically the big deal. Because in the early to mid-round, they're doing a good job of finding picks. But of course, you know, Evil Geniuses are still going to be able to win a good percentage of the rounds despite picks being found. And that's part of what makes them such a great team. So if Cloud9 want to keep up with that level of pedigree, they've got to figure out those couple of things.
Wow.
File under unlikely. Historically, teams who get 3 CT rounds win in regulation less than 1% of the time on train. And yeah, I mean, this is Cloud9 getting 2 rounds this half so far. EG staging a monumental comeback. But just like on Dust 2, it was Cloud9 to take the path of least resistance. Evil Geniuses have done a bit of the same. They've won all the right rounds. They've won some rounds very convincingly, and they forced the maximum amount of ecos out of the CTs.
Here we go. The 1%. Evil Geniuses. See if they can make that statistic reign true. Very quickly over to the upper box halls. Anticipating maybe Floppy going for another peek. He has posted up here at times, but for now, he is back on the bomb site. Floppy, a very strong B site anchor as well on train.
Mm-hmm.
Fun to watch if you're looking to learn the position. Here we have it though. Evil Geniuses gonna try and commit down ramp. Floppy gets the 1 and off of the flashbang repeat. Continuous spray down. A little bit ambitious trying to get that USP frag, but hell, JT's got another one in the mix over towards the A site. Cirque desperately trying to jump over to the opposite side of Oil Train. He could have already had that bomb planted, but he expected a peek. Decides instead to plant it within the site. Tarek, 99 health. And Cirque already low, but still capable to rip heads clean off. Catches Sonic on the top rope, goes back for more. OC's gonna wallbang him, and Tarek's gonna have to come in with the 1 versus 3. Kicks it off with the first kill, sees the first of the last 2, and decides not to commit. Instead, just playing around with them, doing it silently as they jump onto the bomb. He's caught with his knife out, and that's gonna cost them. Cloud9 have done it. 15 rounds. So EG will not be that 1% that wins train in regulation, but there is a world where this goes to OT.
Yeah, I think it's good to keep that question mark alive for sure. This is a pretty awesome round just from Floppy alone. I mean, Cirque comes low in this situation. As you mentioned, he didn't try to pull out the USP, I mean, they don't even get close. So this is a super sick pull back into the round by Cirque to get that kill, turned it into 2 more, and make this more competitive. But we stand. Map 2 was Stanislaus' best KD differential ever on Nuke. Wow, that's pretty crazy because yeah, he's played Nuke many times, had very many successful maps. So that is a pretty cool stat line. We've seen many firsts so far here at DreamHack Masters Spring, and that's another one to pile on to the big pile of them.
It's wild that literally confirms it took Stan's best Nuke performance ever to keep them in this series.
True.
And it looked like it was supposed to be a quick one. But the comeback has looked real for EG. They had a small margin of error. They have known that since second pistol. So nothing has technically changed, except for Cloud9, now 1 away from locking up this series, from opening up Group B with the upset. Their other opponents, 100 Thieves and Gen G. This could very well inspire a potential upset for the tomorrow's match as well.
A lot of these early rounds for EG have come down to the outside takes with Ivy present. A good double nade drop. They force JT back, and Tarek, through the cover of smoke, is able to take JT out. Continuation spray does not work. The delayed drop throws his aim off a bit. I think after he sees the 2 nades, he's expecting the drop right away. Of course, you're going to hold the mouse 1 down. Maybe that was part of it. Maybe Tarek just missed the hole. I think both options are entirely possible. But yeah, sometimes. Usually it's the wrong hole. This time, just missed the first one. Okay, Stanislaus up to the top of Ivy. Modem knows that there's going to be players here lurking, but who's going to win? Oh, that's the flash.
Very nice. Well timed. Blinds, more than 1, but luckily there was 3. So EG trying to bring this one into overtime, getting closer to the A site, but they haven't found a way past Sonic. So unless Breeze is meant to clutch, it's all cut down.